You're late.
I know, I'm sorry.
I can't believe we agreed to do this.
Me neither.
I mean, getting accepted to college is nerve-wracking enough, but to save up all the acceptance letters to read it once is masochistic.
I know. Isn't it exciting?
I think I just digested my stomach. You ready?
Wait, what? I can't do it. You read mine.
I can't read yours. I have to read mine.
I'll read yours.
Okay.
Dear Mr. Russo, we're very proud to announce.
Dear Mr. Muir.
Please just say Young People of America. Very cool.
Dear Mr. Muir.
I'm sorry to say,
bingo.
Careful consideration that we.
Very sorry.
Bummer. Welcome to our very pleased tour out of 5. Well, how'd I do? UCLA, Berkeley, Carnegie Mellon, Northwestern. Me? Northridge, San Diego State, Florida State, North Dakota. We're going to college!
Don't know about the future, that's anybody's guess. Ain't no good reason for getting all depressed. Fire up your pad and pencil, I give you a piece of my mind. In my opinion, nation, the sun is gonna surely shine. Stop all your fussing, slap on a smile. Come out and walk in the sun for a while. Don't fight the feeling, you know you wanna have a good time. And in my opinion, nation, the sun is gonna surely shine.
Prime rib and Yorkshire pudding. I thank you. My wife thanks you. My cardiologist thanks you.
It's really no trouble, Tony.
No trouble. You've just sautéed an entire cow for me. How can that not be trouble?
I had no idea Shelley liked English food.
Oh, she loves it. Either that or she's identifying with Henry VIII. You know, the profile.
Of course.
Personally, I find it a bit odd that a woman about to have a child has a craving to gnaw on the salty, greasy bones of a dead animal.
You've never been pregnant.
So, where'd you have them stuffed?
They're having a staring contest.
Darn! You blinked, I win. Want to go again? No. I better go home and practice staring in the mirror. When you do that, who wins? It's usually a tie. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye. Bright kid. Hey, Tony, how's Shelley feeling?
Fine.
When's the big day?
Couple weeks.
A couple of weeks? Magic. In a couple of weeks, I'll be a new aunt.
No, you won't be an aunt. You'll be an aunt. No kid of mine is going to have an aunt. It's un-American. Unless, of course, you're planning on being a rich aunt. Well, I'd better go before this starts to congeal. No offense.
None taken.
All right, Tony.
See ya.
Oh, don't forget the potatoes.
Hold on, I'll grow a third arm.
Darling, help Tony. Pregnant women need their carbohydrates.
How did Shelley get pregnant?
From asking too many questions.
Bye.
Bye. It's nice to do something for Tony and Shelley. They seem so distant now that they've got their own place.
Tell me about it. Just because people are grown up, married, and about to have children doesn't mean they have to leave the house.
Hello.
Hello.
I got my college acceptance letters.
And?
Oh.
Dear Ms. Russo, blah, 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 take this opportunity.
Carnegie Mellon. Oh, I'm very proud to announce.
Berkeley!
Oh, yada, yada, yada.
Careful consideration.
UCLA!
Northwestern! Oh my God, this is fantastic! Congratulations!
I was so nervous about getting in anywhere. I didn't even think about having to choose a place.
Now listen, this is your decision, and nobody's going to pressure you into anything.
I'm just asking you to think about my idea.
But I like the schools that I got into. They're great schools.
Sure they are, and mine aren't.
Yes, they are. Look, Northridge, San Diego State, Florida State, those are great schools, and they're great schools for speech therapy, which is what you want.
Yeah, I know, but there's one major thing wrong with all of them.
Bad mascots?
They're not the same schools that you got into.
So, you want me to reapply to schools that, according to you, aren't even that good?
Well, yeah, if it means we can be together. Blossom, we always plan on going to college together.
I know.
With your grades, you could get into any of the places I got into. You could probably teach at some of them. I can't believe I didn't even get into UCLA. I shopped there enough. I'm so stupid.
No, you're not. Look, you got a scholarship to West Orlando State University. Now, that is a great school.
Exactly my point. Look at this. They have a great theater department. See, students ride in giant shrimp in the first all-underwater production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. Guest director Mark Spitz. That could be you on that giant shrimp.
Six, I didn't know that this was still so important to you.
Blossom, we have always been best friends. Soulmates, comrades. I mean, these schools are just schools full of strangers. Who would you rather be, with me or a bunch of geeks?
Well, we've been separated before. Remember gym class, 7th grade? A to L, M to Z?
Just promise me you'll think about it, okay?
Six, this is crazy.
Crazy, you say? Okay. Take a look at this. San Diego State. Again, beautiful beaches, a zoo, Mexican food. Look, sailors. Striking distance to Tijuana. There you got your pottery, dog races once again.
I'm in a slump, man. Look, I really appreciate you pretending like the whole team isn't noticing, but I haven't hit a thing in days.
Forget it.
Oh, that's easy for you to say. You know, you had a hit today.
That was today? Well, hey, you see, I forgot about it. It should be the same thing with you. Look, the game you think about is the game you play tomorrow.
Yeah, but I've never had a slump like this before. I mean, this is bad. No. You know what? It's more than bad. It's very bad.
Yeah, I had a slump one time ranking current with the Reagan administration. Joseph, somebody told me something once and it makes a lot of sense. Because how well a man is playing ball, not doing anything else, you know, it doesn't depend so much on the reliability of his hit. It's a hot food. If I'm sensitive, and then I'll get the tension. That's why they call baseball a game. You gonna finish that?
No, thank you, wild man. All yours.
Oh, Joe, do me a favor. Would you just come over here?
All right.
Come over here and sit down.
Okay.
Here.
right, all right.
I think this is going to help you, okay?
All right.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
All right, now, take a few deep breaths.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Now, picture a beautiful baseball field in front of you. You're at the plate. Now, relax. Picture all the players underwater. Running slowly. Now, describe what you see.
Well, I see the back wall there of the stadium, and I see the first baseman, and oh, there's the pitcher, and he's just getting ready to wind up the...
Hello?
Dad?
Joe, is that you?
Yeah, is everything okay there?
Yeah, it's just Carol sleeping. I didn't want to wake her.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Dad.
So, how's everything going?
Great. I mean, you know, the guys are great and the team bus is great. We're actually staying at the Futurama Lodge. It's this really modern place that smells like Grandma's old house.
And on the field?
Oh, well, you know, that could be going a little bit better. I guess I'm sort of in a slump here, Dad, but, you know, we have a couple days off, so I'm gonna hit the cages and try to relax and just forget about it or something.
You want to come home and talk about it? Get away from it all?
No, it's fine. It's just nice to hear your voice is all. Well, listen, Dad, tell everyone that I said hello. You know, Blossom and Tony and, oh, Carol and Blossom and Tony and, oh, Carol and Kennedy.
I know who they are, Joe.
Oh, right. All right, Dad, well, then I'll talk to you later.
Bye, Joe.
So, what do you want to watch tonight?
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
How about The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover?
I got it. The roast beef, the Swiss cheese, the salsa, and some peanut butter.
Are you really gonna eat that?
Mm-hmm. You want a bite?
I try to avoid things that have never been eaten before. It might upset the balance of nature or something.
And what would happen?
I don't know. The roof might open up and suck us out like the Nazis in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I'm gonna risk it.
Me too.
Oh, Tony?
Just a bite.
No, there's something weird.
Dip it in the pudding.
Oh, no, pain.
What is it?
I don't know. I think I'm starting to have contractions.
Okay. Is it time to go to the hospital?
Oh, I don't think it hurts enough yet.
All right. Okay, we're on our way.
You're too nervous.
No, you drive. I'm too nervous.
Tony, this way.
Don't. Oh.
What exactly is false labor?
Something nature does to try to drive people crazy. As far as I'm concerned, it's working.
Well, can I get you anything?
You got an extra straitjacket?
At least it's not serious.
I thought I'd be different somehow. You know, more like Dad. But I'm not. Still just me. In different pants.
You know, I was thinking that about college. Like, I always thought when the time came I'd be ready, you know, but that moment hasn't come. I don't feel like acting adult.
Well, maybe that's the key to acting adult. Acting.
Well, at least she's gonna be okay.
Just afraid something else is gonna happen.
I know, me too. I'm afraid of going to the wrong school and ruining my life.
You know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid those little styrofoam packing Cheeto things will become the currency of the future.
You know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of being cast in a TV show and having to play my evil twin in a flashback episode.
Hey, name one person who's not afraid of that.
Tori Spelling.
I'm afraid of learning a figure of speech wrong and then going through my whole life saying, time will smell, or something.
Haste makes paste.
Easy come, easy goat. Does everyone worry about this stuff?
I'm sure there's some idiot it doesn't bother.
Hey, guys. Boy, are you a sight for four eyes.
I think I know what would help your hitting, Joe.
Oh, yeah, what? A tennis racket?
No.
That's what everyone else seems to think, Dad.
No, I think it's time for a visit from the fish stick guy.
Oh, come on, Dad, you're crazy.
Hey, it worked before.
Yeah, when I was 8. I mean, this is like serious.
Hey, Joey, when you were 8 years old and the other kids laughed at you because you couldn't hit the ball, who helped you out?
The fish stick guy.
Right. And when you won MVP in Pony League, who did you thank at that dinner?
The fish stick guy.
Right.
But, Dad, then I had to go to that special counselor.
Well, that's when we decided that the fish stick guy would be our little secret.
Come on, Dad.
Joe, for me, tonight, backyard, 8:30.
No way.
Well, if it isn't my old friend Joseph Russo. Evening, Joseph.
Dad, will you keep it down?
Let's see what we have here. Oh, yeah. Looks like a nice ripe cassava melon. Go ahead, Joe. Give it a whack.
Dad, I can't. Look, this is ridiculous. I play pro ball these days.
I reckon it'd be right satisfying to give this here melon a nice whack. I just see it coming at you, nice and slow. America's favorite breakfast treat.
Serves you right, buddy.
Felt good, didn't it?
Yes, it sure did.
Well, let's try your luck with this.
Oh, man, my dad is such a dork.
Ooh, you wanted that, didn't you?
Oh, I sure did, baby.
Well, what have we here?
Ooh, bring it on. Oh, darn, Dad, I got the time.
All right, let's try it again.
All right. Bring it on, Daddy-O. Yes!
Felt good, didn't it, huh? Tastes good, too. All right. Keep your eyes on it. All right, now, Watch it now.
Let's see what you got, buddy.
Yes! Yes! Woo! After cherry tomatoes, this should be a piece of cake. Which is next? Whoa! You should have seen it. Whack! The look of confidence on that kid's face. It was great. Ah, thank God he still needs me.
Sounds like a very productive day. You cured your son and pureed a lot of fruit.
Well, he's not cured yet. I think I should go up to Victorville with him and work him out a couple of times.
Maybe after that you can coach him through a couple of games.
Yeah, maybe.
Make sure he gets to bed on time, brushes his teeth, ties little shoes for him.
What are you getting at?
For the first 2 weeks of kindergarten, I followed Kennedy to school and sat outside in a raincoat and dark glasses. Finally, I realized every time she has a problem, I can't solve it for her.
Yeah, but Kennedy can hit.
All I'm saying is you've got to learn to let them go.
Hey, they're already gone. Tony's gone. Joey's gone. And now Blossom's looking at schools back east. I miss her already, and she's still here. Back east, I miss her already, and she's still here. And may I remind you that between the three of them, I've had some, 50-odd years of parenting experience by myself, and I think I did all right.
You did. Forgive me for butting in.
No, you're not butting in. It's not like there's some big definitive book on parenting. Just wait until Kennedy's driving or out all night.
I was planning on not going through that alone.
No, you won't. I guess when it comes to parenting, I'm just not used to getting a second opinion.
Sometimes it's a nice thing to have.
You're telling me? Thanks.
For what?
For butting in.
Anytime.
Oh, my kids are having kids, and I haven't gotten the father part down yet.
Oh, maybe someday you'll get another chance.
Oh, no. Those days are way past me.
But don't you be so sure. You, me, man, woman, candlelight, polka music. Ring any bells?
You're not.
No, but
Oh.
it's something to think about.
Sweetheart, I am practically a grandfather.
Yes, but with the advances of modern science, anything's possible.
Preliminary research is certainly fun.
Are you kidding? With your looks and my brains, possibilities are staggering.
All right, let me get this straight. Plato believed that numbers exist independently?
Yes, independently of the things they number. You know what the hardest thing was when Vinny got accepted to Princeton?
That's not Plato, that's you, right? We're taking a break.
The hardest thing was knowing that it was the right thing for him to do and watching ourselves say how much we loved each other and how it would be the same if he stayed here and knowing that it wasn't true.
And you're telling me I was watching you two go through it.
And it's not that I didn't love him or that I didn't want him to stay. It was just
life.
Yeah, the picture got bigger.
So let me guess. We're going our separate ways?
No, we're just gonna be in different places. You know, A to L, M to Z.
God, you know I hate this. So we've been through so many firsts together, you know? I mean, first time we stayed out past midnight, first time we drank beer.
And then the first time we threw up.
Right. Learning to drive.
Getting our ears pierced.
It's just gonna be so weird to do things for the first time without you.
I pity the phone company.
Yeah. You think Butch and Sundance ever went through this?
No, they stayed together. But if you remember, an army of Bolivian soldiers gunned them down in the street like dogs.
Wow. God, you know, I don't know why I'm getting so upset about this now. I mean, it's months away. We still have plenty of time left.
Absolutely.
Besides, you still might change your mind. You know, North Dakota has this really great campus, a lot of Native American jewelry. Turquoise really goes great with your eyes, really.
Hello?
Dad!
Joe, how you doing?
Oh, great, Dad. I went 4 for 4, knocked in a run, we slaughtered him.
Hey, that's great.
Yeah, Dad, you know, I just put it out of my mind. I mean, the coach is always saying use your assets, right? And one of my biggest assets is being able to, you know, put stuff out of my mind. So I just relaxed, Dad, and whacked some fruit.
That's my boy.
So listen, I was thinking next weekend, if you come up here, you can help keep me in that groove.
Yeah, I'd love to. Nah. You're gonna be just fine.
Oh, well, thanks, Dad.
For what? It was great to see you.
Oh, well, then thank that fish stick guy if you see him again.
Oh, why don't you thank him yourself? He's right here. You don't have to thank me for nothing, Joe. It was a pleasure helping you out. You take care now and eat your tartar sauce.
All right, bye. Listen, could you put my dad back on now, please?
Yeah, Joe.
Dad, listen, I love you.
I love you too. And remember, Joe, 1 if by land and 2 if by sea. Bye-bye now.
What a dork.
Well, old friend, it was good to come out of retirement. As we will any time the forces of evil threaten the forces of good, and then let the world beware the name of the fish stick guy.
Are you talking to the raincoat?
Yeah, I was. There's something I never told you about me. I have a secret identity.
Really? What a small world. Come upstairs. There's someone I want you to meet.
Joe, you're doing great. I'm so proud of you. You hit everything. You hit the melon. You hit the grapefruit. You hit the tomatoes. You hit the tangerine. Now, your greatest test is cherry tomato. Just keep your eye on it and stay.